Hello everyone, myself Girish Kumar Singh standing in front of you to explain a topic of the first chapter in biology of class 9, and it is the fifth chapter in science. The name of the chapter is Fundamental Unit of Life, the Cell. Fundamental Unit of life, and it is cell. You studied many more things in this chapter. Today I will explain a component of cell that is called plasma membrane. Dear students, all cells, whether it is prokaryotic or eukaryotic, all are enclosed from all the sides by plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is also known as the name of plasma lemma or cell membrane. Okay. This plasma membrane encloses the cell, all kind of cell, whether the cells are prokaryotic or eukaryotic. I think you know about the prokaryotic cell, the cell that have the primitive type of nucleus. Primitive type of nucleus is what kind of nucleus? It is not enclosed in nuclear membrane. Okay, you can take here example of bacteria having a prokaryote and it has the primitive type of nucleus, and eukaryotic cell that has the advanced nucleus. Karyon means nucleus. You can take here the example of animals like us, humans. Okay. So this plasma membrane is found around all the cells. It encloses the cell on all the sides. Okay. Besides this plasma membrane is also encloses the subcellular organs. Subcellular organs means cell organelles. Cell organelles. Example of cell organelles you can take here like plastics in case of plant. Okay, like nucleus, like endoplasmic reticulum, like mitochondria. These are subcellular organelles, means these are cellular organelles that are lies inside the. So this encloses not only the cell, it encloses the cell organelles also. In case of, if it encloses the cell organelles, it is called subcellular membrane. Subcellular membrane, and it is encloses the cell, then it is called the plasma membrane. It encloses the all kind of cell. Okay. Dear students, this plasma membrane protect the cell and its organelles from external environment. See here, suppose if this is the example of cell, then this will be cell membrane. Here outside there is the surrounding, and inside there are cell organelles. Okay, let's assume it is a plant cell, it will be vacuole. Okay, this is the cytoplasm. So these all structures are enclosures in plasma membrane, and this plasma membrane protect these from external environment as well as compartmentalized the cytoplasm, means cell. This is one compartment, this is another compartment, so it makes compartments. So this is also, this vacuole and this membrane is subcellular membrane. Subcellular membrane. Okay, this plasma membrane is selectively permeable. This plasma membrane has selectively permeable. This selective permeability help the required materials to go inside the cell, because suppose if this is the mitochondria, this require respiratory substrate like glucose and oxygen to carry on respiration, from where these substances will come from surrounding, from external environment. So this act as a barrier, and this barrier allow only required material to go inside and required material to come outside. Okay, so this is the selectively permeable. Dear students, here the word permeable will be a new word for you. Let's study about what is permeability, what are the kinds of permeability. Okay, so there are different kinds of permeability. Different kinds of permeability. One kind is called impermeable. Impermeable. That means neither solvent nor solute are allowed to move across the membrane, and the membrane that has the property of this type means that does not allow neither solvent nor solute to move across through it, that is called impermeable. You can take here the example of cuticle. Cuticle is found in plant, outermost. Okay. Second kind of permeability is called permeable. I think you can imagine permeable means solvent and solute both are allowed to move. Both are allowed to move across. Okay, both are allowed to move across. You can take here the example of cell wall. It is found in plant, outermost layer of the plant cell, the cell wall. Another kind of permeability is semi-permeable. Semi-permeable. That means solvents are allowed. Solvents are allowed to move. not solutes. Okay, you can take here the example of artificial steam, means vapor membrane, vapor membrane. Okay, last kind of permeability is selective permeability. Selective permeable, and this allow the penetration of solvent and selected solutes are allowed to move. Solutes are allowed to move. You can take here the example of plasma membrane. So plasma membrane come under the category of selective permeable that allow the solvent and selected molecules of solutes are allowed to move across. This is necessary in order to provide supply the necessary materials that are required for functioning of the cell organelles. Okay. Now let's talk about the structure of plasma membrane. Okay, structure. Dear students, plasma membrane composed of proteins, lipids and some carbohydrate compounds. Okay, its structure in light microscope is visible only in the form of a mere line, only in the form of a line. Its detailed structure can be seen through the electron microscope, and the structure that revealed by the electron microscope has shown that plasma membrane is not in the form of a single layer. It is a tri-layer membrane. Tri-layer membrane means trilaminar. Trilaminar membrane, tri-layer, in which there are proteins, means dark, light, then light and dark, means dark and between bilayer of light layer. This light layer actually resembles the lipids. Okay, so this is in the form of a trilaminar, and different models has been proposed for the structure of plasma. The first model is called lamellar model. Lamellar model. This model was proposed by Danieli and Deutsch in 1935 and explained by J. D. Robertson in 1959. According to this model, there are the lipid bilayer. The lipid bilayer sandwiched between two protein layers. Lipid bilayer sandwiched. I think all of you know about the sandwich. Okay, between protein layers. That's why this model is also called the sandwich model. Dear students, for your information, I want to make you know here that this model has been rejected because this model was unable to explain the functions of the plasma membrane. Okay. Later on, second model has been came, and this second model was called the fluid mosaic model. Fluid mosaic model. This fluid mosaic model was proposed by Singer and Nicholson in 1972. According to this model, lipid bilayers are in the form of viscous fluid and protein bilayer. Different kinds of proteins are embedded in it. In this way, somewhat they shown the structure of plasma membrane. These are, you are seeing here the lipid layers, and in between these layers protein is embedded. Okay, some kind of protein are embedded inside this viscous liquid, and this type of protein are called intrinsic protein, and the protein that lies superficially is called extrinsic protein. एक्सट्रिंसिक मतलब बाहर की तरफ और इंट्रिंसिक मतलब अंदर. Okay, so this model has been proposed by the Singer and Nicholson in 1972. And dear students, for your kind information, this model satisfied the functions and their explanation of the plasma membrane. Now let's study about the functions. What is the functions why plasma membrane is necessary? Dear students, functions. Function. Plasma membrane is the outermost protective layer in animal cells, while it is second outermost layer in plant cell. Second thing, it prevents the cell from external environment. Next is the plasma membrane protects the cell from injury, because being outermost, whatever the injury happens, that happens to the plasma membrane. It prevents the cell from injury. Besides this, plasma membrane maintains the homeostasis of the cell. What? Maintains homeostasis. Homeostasis, that means stable state, stability. What stability means? Whatever the components are there, whatever their proportion inside the cell, that will remain constant. Okay, So this constant state is maintained by the plasma membrane because of being selectively permeable. It allows the required material inside, and it also remove the required material outside. Besides this, this plasma membrane keeps the metabolic intermediates within the cell. Metabolic intermediates, if we take the example here of respiration, okay, so what happens in respiration? You know, the glucose break down into water and carbon dioxide, or plus energy has been released. Okay, but this glucose not directly break down into water and carbon dioxide. First glucose break down into pyruvic acid, and then this pyruvic acid break down into water, carbon dioxide and energy. This happens, breakdown of glucose, this formation of pyruvic acid happens in cytoplasm, while this process happens inside the mitochondria. So this pyruvic acid is the intermediate product of respiration, and the plasma membrane keep the respiratory substrate or metabolic intermediates within the cell. It allows the passage of different types of minerals inside the cell, and it also remove the different types of secretion and harmful wastes outside of the cell. In this way, it maintains the homeostasis of the cell. Students, in this topic, I explained, and I hope that you will able to explain the plasma membrane, its structure, kinds of permeability, its functions, etc. Okay. In next chapter, I will talk about the mode of transport, how the materials transported inside the plasma membrane. There are 3 different types of transport mechanism. And till then, remain home, stay home, remain safe, and enjoy yourself by studying the chapters properly. Thank you very much.